Welcome back to the Scavenge-ology podcast. This is your host, Elena. Happy September. I am so excited that you're listening in today. So excited for this episode in general. I hope that you are very fascinated by the title of this episode. We are here to talk about how to age well, how to age better, and just celebrate Healthy Aging Month. So if you didn't know, September is Healthy Aging Month. So go ahead and send the link to this podcast to anyone who is aging in your life, someone who it would be obvious you would send this to, like a grandparent, not someone that's going to be offended if you send this to them. But we are really excited to dive in and share some different ways that you can age well, age better, overall age healthily. So here at Primal Rock, we really believe in healthy living, and healthy living does not start or stop at a certain age. You can start living healthy at any time. So our health is influenced by many different factors. And with that said, there's so many different factors that influence the way that we age. So things like genetics and our lifestyle, our health history, all of these play a role in the way that we age. So as you've probably been told at every doctor's appointment, every physical, it is really important to continue to exercise, to eat well, to go to the doctor and take care of your mental health, right? These are the basics of aging well. These are the basics of living well, right? We're told to do these things as kids in elementary school. They teach us these things, and we're continued to be drilled with this information year after year. So obviously it will be very important that we continue these when we are aging, getting past, those middle years and getting up there in age closer to, the 60, 70 year mark. But just throughout our life, it's really important to be doing these things to keep ourselves healthy. So we're going to go through a few different ways that you can age well and some different tips and advice that you can share with those in your life. So first, we are going to cover exercise. So scientific studies show that regular exercise is basically the biggest fundamental of aging well. So regular exercise not only helps you live longer, but helps you live better without potential pains or disabilities. So if you prefer to read these studies that we're going to talk about yourself, you can find them on primalrockgroceryhouse.com on Writings on the Wall. We will also have that in the description below. But a study in the National Library of Medicine recorded adults 40 years old and older. They found that these adults were taking 8,000 steps per day compared to these that were taking only 4,000 steps. This was associated with a 51% lower risk of death from all causes. That is really, really incredible. You can see that the number of steps that you're taking really plays a direct impact into your health, whether that's just your heart health, your overall joint function, your muscles. This is amazing that just by walking twice as much a day, you can have a lower risk of death from all of these causes as you age. So what are a few ways you can get extra steps in? You can garden, walk your dog. You take the stairs instead of the elevator. You can take a walk in the mornings before your day starts. You can park a little bit further at the grocery store. Whatever it is for you, find a way to get some more steps in. Regular exercise also helps you maintain a healthy weight. You don't have to be going to the gym and being a complete athlete in order to have these effects. Significant excess weight increases the risk of death, disability, and diseases such as type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. But it's also dangerous to become too thin as an older adult. This can weaken your immune system, and it can increase your risk of bone fracture. And in some cases, being too thin can be a symptom of a disease. By maintaining your healthy amount of muscle mass, you can actually live longer and healthier and in less pain. Eating a healthy diet is something we talk about all the time here on Primal Rock. Every podcast, every blog post is geared towards helping equip you to live a healthier lifestyle when it comes to what you eat. But a healthy diet is more important than just your weight. We don't focus on weight here. We focus on overall health, on paying attention to the ingredients of your food, paying attention to where your food is coming from. If you listen to any podcast or read any blog post from us, you will see that this is the forefront of what we do. But we always talk about that a healthy diet is not only about having a healthy weight. Having a healthy diet can also improve your immunity. It can improve your brain health and it can improve your emotional health. So, in the 2020-2025 dietary guidelines for Americans, they provided healthy eating recommendations for each stage of life. So, the dietary guidelines suggest an eating pattern with lots of fresh fruits and veggies, whole grains, healthy fats, and lean proteins. This aligns really well with our mission of limiting unhealthy and overly processed food. As we age and the risk factors for high blood pressure and heart issues increases, it's really important to watch our sodium as well. So, in these dietary guidelines, it was recommended that Americans consume less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. If you have specific needs within your diet, you can also check out our Meals to Thrive program to help you make these changes, where our diets are catered to different lifestyles from cardiac friendly to vegetarian to kidney friendly, even thrive friendly, of just overall healthy eating to help you stay on track. Another part of aging well, going to the doctor regularly. Some people really do not like this part of aging. You have to go to more checkups, you have to go get more blood work, and you may have to go for some more additional tests. But as we age, it's so vital that we upkeep with these doctor's appointments. Routine lab works, physicals, and exams can also help to identify potential health issues or risks quickly before they become a huge problem. By staying up to date with our visits, we can play offense rather than defense with our health. In a 2021 study, it was found that getting regular checkups helps doctors catch chronic diseases early and can help patients reduce risk factors for disease, such as high blood pressure and cholesterol levels. People who went to the doctor regularly also reported improved quality of life and feelings of wellness. This is probably because when you go to the doctor, you feel that you are making a difference in taking care of your health. Taking care of our health also includes taking care of our mental health. So, your mental wellness is the key to your overall health. And as you age, it may lead to less outings, less social events, and family members living within the same walls may begin to move out or move on. Managing social isolation and loneliness, stress, and depression through medical and self care is the key to healthy aging. According to the National Institute of Aging, several studies show that adults older in age are socially isolated or feel lonely, are at a higher risk for heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. A 2021 study of more than 11,000 adults older than 70 found that loneliness was associated with a greater risk of heart disease. Isn't that wild to think that being lonely can actually lead to physical issues? Another recent study found that socially isolated adults experienced more chronic lung conditions and depressive symptoms compared to adults that had social support. So it's very important to stay around your loved ones and your friends and family. It's important that you're connected with individuals, that you can schedule visits to see people in person, have phone calls with loved ones, and find ways to be a part of your community, whether that's a social club or a church community. It's very important that you do not isolate yourself as you age. The stress hormone known as cortisol can also have a negative impact on our brains. Finding ways to lower your stress is key. This can be done by finding new hobbies that you enjoy, new interests to explore, and new ways to relax. One study found that participating in a community choir program for older adults reduced loneliness and increased interest in life. Another study showed that older adults who spent at least an hour reading or engaged in other hobbies had a decreased risk of dementia compared to those who spent less than 30 minutes a day on hobbies. This goes to show that life is more than just work and accomplishing things. It's important to find things that you enjoy, things that you love to do, and staying connected with others. Your brain chemicals play a huge role in every other decision of your life that you'll make. So it's really important to keep your brains healthy. Overall, it's very important that we continue to prioritize our self-care as we age. This includes things that we just talked about: working out, eating well, going to the doctor, taking care of our mental health. All of this is a significant importance as we get older. So, how can you age well, and what practices can you start to put in place to encourage this? How can you start to support your loved ones and encourage them to do the same? It's very important that we support those in our lives who are aging, who may be a little bit lonely, who may need help remembering to follow up on doctor's appointments or eating well and getting exercise. Call someone and go for a walk. Call someone and have a phone conversation. Pay a visit to your grandparents' house. Whatever it is for you, we can all support aging individuals that we have in our life. Thank you for listening in. Hope that this podcast helped you and hope you have a great month celebrating healthy aging.